You mentioned the early goal. Of course, that came off the foot of Julia Keough. Uh, Julia, have you had a chance to think about the way this season has gone, but the fact that the game-winning goal in the NCAA tournament also ties the William Smith record for goals in a season. So now you share a record with Joan Grupp and Ann Haggerty, both of whom are in the Heron Hall of Honor. Have you been able to wrap your mind around that at all?
I don't think I've really been able to wrap my head around it. I mean, I've known those names for a while. They're people that have always come back and contributed and showed how much William Smith soccer means to them. So I'm just honored to be among those names.
But can you put Julia's accomplishment today into context? I mean, obviously, you coached both Joan and Ann. Um, did you have in your head when this season began a 20 goal season, a record breaking season for Julia?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that I thought about it and discounted it for sure. I think when the season began, we had 4 or 5 days of preseason. We were just trying to figure out what we were going to do. But I think Julia's focus all through the summer, her training, her commitment to really upping her technical level through the summer really was highlighted when she got here in the fall, and she hasn't slacked at all in continuing, I think, to work at her game, work on the tactical side, and she is really at the top of her game right now since she arrived here as a first year, and it's incredibly fun to watch her play and see what she processes and how she executes.
Take yourself back a year and a half ago to the season that wasn't, and you're trying to decide, okay, do I graduate and move on, or come back for another season? How did that thought process play out in your mind, and did you ever envision it ending up with 20 goals in a season?
I think looking back, it was always going to be a group decision for the four of us. So the four returning fifth years, we decided that it was kind of all or nothing because we've played together it feels like our whole lives, because like William Smith is basically our lives at this point. But thinking back then, I think the one thing that drove us was just we still have that image of when the cannons went off against Messiah, and we know that feeling. And even moments when we were like, oh, we're not really training for anything right now, we had that to look upon and that to look forward to, because we knew that we just couldn't leave that being our final mark on this program.